This used to be the Norman block, which is that architecture there. Used to be a clothing store, which is now taken over by. There's still a clothing store which has preserved its integrity, yet it's been advertised by the Sports Check, so it's passed down through different hands. And it's end up with a different name to what it is, but the actual facade itself is still carrying the name that was the Norman Block, 1924, Calgary, Stevens Avenue. It's a glorious August morning here in downtown area of Calgary. This particular thoroughfare, 8th Avenue of the southwest of downtown Calgary, is a promotionally a through walk, through thoroughfare dedicated to pedestrian purposes only, and it's another way of getting the city and its financial district of the city clean and more pedestrian friendly way of getting about the town. Stevens Street or Stevens Avenue here in central Calgary. It's got little outlets of eateries. It's got the commercial and financial capital of city or state of Alberta. Yeah, so quite a good way of promoting more pedestrian friendly, clean, efficient way of I would say pedestrian-friendly thoroughfare here at Stevens Avenue, downtown Calgary. Little center. It's nice flower pots. It's the middle of, I should say, middle of the summer period here in Calgary, Alberta. And quite a nice and pleasant walking space for the locals and the visitors alike. So, what do you call it? The Stevens Avenue Walk. Calgary's buildings, the office and retail spaces, the avenue of Stevens Avenue was high demand between 1909 and 1912. Calgary was a business center for expanding and prosperous region business. Boom! Now, during the Great Fire, the stonemasons pretty much skillfully carved the Alberta Hotel and other sandstone buildings after the Great Fire of 1886 that destroyed wooden frame of business district here in Calgary. Look at pretty much the entire Stevens Avenue has got a lot of the heritage of the old historical buildings, and amongst it the further boom of the business center here in Calgary has introduced those glass facade buildings up there, and some of the first standing buildings of this main thoroughfare was this building here at the incorporated of the Hudson Bay Company, which was one of the main anchored buildings of the prosperous times of 1909. And Stevens Avenue, amongst the Hudson Bay Company, one of the business entrepreneurial features of business buildings of those old days to display the interest of the historical district here in Calgary. The Stevens Avenue is a superb illustration of the central role that retail streets have played and continue to play in the Canadian urban experience, as well as preserve the commercial street. The avenue bears the equivalent witness to the emergence of the modern retail sector in Canada from the 1880 to 1930. With the coming of the railway, the various cities grew up at an unprecedented rate, and their gradient urban plan reflected a new functional pattern. Financial and commercial sectors located near the train station, surrounded by the residential areas, while the factories were further away. Great. So the drinking feature that has been introduced here, and it's tapped onto the hydrant that's along the side of the street. So it's quite nice. The Nelson's Bank. Tribune, the Norman's Block, so observation tower, and a telecommunication link to the state of Alberta. Yeah, so you can go up there, and there's a viewing platform which you will get the sort of on a clear day like today. You would get quite a good view of the mountains around this region of Calgary. That's the Calgary's observation tower here in the state of Alberta, in the city centre, the Stephen Avenue and Centre Street, and you wouldn't miss it. You pretty much see the actual tower itself. Nice little flower features on the side of the walkway, and here I'm walking towards the City Hall through the centre, and it divides to the southwest and southeast, I presume. Some historical buildings from 1893. It's called Thompson Brothers Block. That's from 1907, 1903. The Neil Sons Block, and so on. Calgary, Stevens Avenue. It's a glorious August morning. We're in downtown area of Calgary. This particular thoroughfare, 8th Avenue of the southwest of downtown Calgary, is a promotionally a through walk, through thoroughfare dedicated to pedestrian purposes only, and it's another way of getting the city and its the financial district of the city clean and more pedestrian friendly way of getting about the town. Stevens Street, or Stevens Avenue, here in central Calgary. It's got little outlets of eateries. It's got the commercial and financial capital of city or state of Alberta. Yeah, so quite a good way of promoting more pedestrian-friendly, clean, efficient way of yeah, no, I would say pedestrian friendly thoroughfare here at Stevens Avenue, downtown Calgary. Here's a Center for Performing Arts building, and it's got Philharmonic and other concerts are conducted here, or at least performances are taking place at this building here at the Calgary's Jack Singer Concert Hall.